Just leave my apartment. I'm a victim of a hate crime. Talking the FBI disclosed. You can decapitate everyone that stays in my home, so don't make permission. You can decapitate everyone that steals my money. You can decapitate everyone that gets in the way of your saving money. You can decapitate everyone that steals my vehicles. It's May 27, 2025. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Doing great. I probably posted on Facebook of the leeches of Kerosidad and legal prostitutes that steal from me and get in the way of your saving money. That stay in my homes without my permission, steal my vehicles. Mostly everyone in my family was either prostitute, rapist, murder, thief, uh, or not, or disgusting. Hell, they stay in my homes without my permission. They steal my vehicles, they get in the way of receiving money, they steal my money, they're embarrassing. These are people at all ages, 40, trying to rape me, trying to rape Jaden, trying to rape Kaimani, they're embarrassing, so gross. Ew, 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 you're so disgusting. I'm tagging NATO in this post. The international maybe they got signs, maybe they got signs. I'm seeking the killing of thousands of people for abusing me, for abusing Jaden, and for abusing Kaimani. What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I'm bored. Who's 15 today? You can give me money in person to PayPal. It's ARP's time. It's better times going. It's 50 somewhere. Straight to my heart. Arlene Lorenzo art shop. INTAYIAL. I am time shop. My GoFundMe campaign is gofundme.com/f/Arlene-Lorenzo. I miss Jaden. I miss Kaimani. Corporate felony, uncertain financially stable and have a home. And I think I have a home political for myself, Jaden and Kaimani. I just don't have money to go out to another opportunity or to sustain myself, Jaden and Kaimani. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I refuse to go on to see pictures of videos of those atrocidades that I grew up around. They steal the key of my home and they forcibly stayed in it. They're worse than monkeys. That's what a lot of people classify them as. Worse than monkeys. You can decapitate my homies, son sons that rape me, they steal my money, they get away with money. They steal my homes, they steal my vehicles in retaliation for me not having sex with them. I don't have any obligation to have sex with them. They're disgusting. They're so gross, they're not even men full. Esos tipos son unos puercos, una basura. They paid the like, Jimmy Jendaliris asquerosidad. Jendy Lorenzo Suarez to stay in my homes with them pretending to be me. La tipa una cuero asquerosa, una basura. Full, 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 full. They also paid asquerosa esa for money baskets to stay there in my homes pretending to be me. They pay Sarah Francis, que es un asco, una basura, to stay in my homes without my permission. They also pay la asquerosidad esa. Carolina Chavez, a tipa da un asco. She has great babies. They're so gross. Ew, ew, ew. You can decapitate Jimmy Generides Suarez. You can decapitate Maria Gonzalez. You can decapitate Sarah Francis. You can decapitate Belinda Jesus. You can decapitate Jennifer Monvasquez. You can decapitate Sarah Francis. They're disgusting. They're stupid. They thought that I would become their friend by them stalking me. And then I will let them rape me just for them to fake a relationship because they raped me in the past. So they want to try to fake a relationship with me so that they don't go to jail. They're stupid. They think that because they're not in jail, they've gotten away with raping me. They don't understand still that jail is a place for rehabilitation and they're trying to get to jail just to ruin people's peace of mind in jail. They're stupid. They're stupid. They're disgusting. Ew, ew, ew. I'm sure like the FBI, maybe documents what they do, but then they go like, yeah, just ignore it. Like they just want to go to jail to ruin people's peace of mind in jail, so we can't put them in jail. They don't seek rehabilitation. They're that insignificant. They're stupid sorrows. You can decapitate Arlene Lorenzo is trying to rape me. You can decapitate Arlene Lorenzo Acevedo. My parents had more than one child besides me that missed out on meeting me, and they're trying to rape me. They treat me like I'm a toddler. They steal my money. They stay in my homes without my permission. They steal my vehicles. And they get in the way of me receiving money. Trying to get street credit that they're sexy because I did my toddler exploration sexuality in orgies as a child, and they were there. They're stupid. They're so gross. They're trying to rape me, trying to get me in a wheelchair for them to bathe me. They're disgusting. Ew, 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 ew. And then they're trying to take me hostage for me to move into my parents' home. So that Benjamin Suarez and his sons raped me there. And so I was so occupied with chores because kids and chores and kids and chores. So I'm so occupied with chores in my parents' home that I wouldn't have time to date. They're stupid. They're stupid. What else? What else? You can decapitate Arlene Lorenzo Acevedo. I have immunity to get one. I don't want to get my hands dirty. She's disgusting. I'm telling you, so I don't want to be ever near her. You can decapitate Arlene Lorenzo Acevedo. You can decapitate Gilbert Lorenzo Acevedo. You can decapitate me and being hurtful. They all fake having a relationship just to be like, oh, but honey, why do you have that vagina picture on your phone? I'm so jealous right now. What does it even know what a significant other is? So they fake. They think they're faking being together. They're just stupid. After people's vagina pictures. Ew, 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 ew. They're disgusting. You can decapitate David Ledesma that raped me in 2017. 20. I already filed a police report against him the other day. They're disgusting. Teenage that it is fakes being with him just to see what we can find there of me. They stalk me. They're so gross. Ew, 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 ew. You can decapitate Teenage that it is and the Lorenzo Suarez a ti para más. Es una basura, una asquerosidad. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? You can decapitate Don't Know Kids. You can decapitate Johnny Porter. You can decapitate Sunset Stanley. They all fake being with David Ledesma to see like if he can get them my vagina pictures or pictures of me naked. You can decapitate Erica Gardavi sa tipa una puerca asquerosa trying to rape me. She's disgusting. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? You can decapitate Yolanda Suarez Lorenzo, stays in my home without my permission, steals my vehicles, gets in the way of receiving money, raping her nephews because if they had a solid relationship, she wouldn't be stealing from me. They're stupid. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I'm bored. You can decapitate Richie Hill that raped me in 2023. You can decapitate Jorge Aviles that raped me in 2016. They're trying to get me the like of Jimmy Jandaliris, Asquerosidad, Lorenzo Suarez, and Marilyn Lorenzo Acevedo. have people raped in hopes that those people don't ever date again. They think I'm gonna carry that bag and be like, no, I've been so raped that I don't ever believe in people that I would want to date. Ew, they stalk me. Have they raped any of the people that I went out on dates with Tinder or Bumble or like me that just out and about? Ew, ew, they stalk me. They're so gross. You can decapitate Arlene Lorenzo, you can decapitate Ginny Timberlake, sorry. Esa tipa bruta, she's been raping for more than 40 years. Da un asco, da un asco. Es una basura asquerosa. Her dad told her when I was like 9 or 10 years old that she needs to kill herself. Not with bulimia, she just needs to do it. I want you to that lady saying the Suarez to kill herself. It's May 27, 2025. What else? 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 What? I'm bored. I want Marilyn Lorenzo to kill herself today. It's May 27th. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? You can decapitate Pilar por knives. I did on masterful. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Because the company is sort of something even the candidate in Marabe. If it stays in my home without my permission, steals my vehicles, that's really I'm laughing at those people that rate him possibly ill. And they didn't care about him. Like I think about him every day that I daydream about him as my husband. I don't have those feelings for him. Those people that I grew up around are mediocre. So they're the worst neighbors and family that one could have. They attend orgies and then they're like, those two look at themselves like they love each other. What do they kill during orgies? If people show feelings during orgies, they're like, those two like each other, we must keep them apart. They're so ignorant, so girls. They're embarrassing. Ew, 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 ew. My parents supposedly stopped taking me to the when I was a preschooler because I started rolling my eyes at people. Zini Jenda ladies are so sorry trying to promote. Es bruta. Es bruta. Literally walking up to people and being like, es bruta. Oh, steal my money so I can be at work. Or to be like, I think I attended an orgy and you didn't. So she's disgusting. She's disgusting. She thinks that that matters to me just attending the orgy. Es bruta, es una asquerosidad, an embarrassment. Oh, oh, oh. Qué tipa tan puerca. Anyways, what time is it? 8:18. I'm getting food soon. Catholic Church. And I'll go to the Shrine Church. What else? Andrew le pagan la comida a James and Davis with money that he steals from me because that's his so they preserve him. They're disgusting. So this Ironbird, maybe we have to kill Arlene and preserve the legal hooker that's sucking our dick. Because they're stupid. They want to die. What else? What else? What else? What else? You bet they have to even have these accents that would steal my money with it. They think that I'm gonna take them all on a date, and they're disgusting. They're facilitators for those illegal hookers who rape one just to try to lower one's self-esteem. And I don't tolerate disrespect towards myself, such as me being starved. For me to be like, wow. That's not even a man, un pendejo asqueroso. What else? 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 Dan un asco. Dan un asco. Amor. What else? What else? What else? I'm shopping. Yo le capto, sì, mi encanta con a poi pasta, quindi io passo. What else? What else? What else? You can captain algo pero you're disgusting. They stay in my homes without my permission. I had at least 4 BMWs by 19 that I didn't get to drive in Abuelos. Abuelos and Abuelo drove it. What else? 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 Imagine being with someone that's like, yep, I'm very well aware that you can have mothers. Awkward. Awkward. Oh, yeah, I remember you telling me to have babies. Exactly. Before Jada and not even born. Those asquerosidades that I grew up around. Vulnerability and stuff. She's constantly raping me when Andrew has drugged me. People would go, it was out there. I can't tell them apart sometimes or something. What else? 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 You can decapitate everyone that is done in Malabar. They've been trying to get my attention. Because they're sex addicts and they're porn addicts, and we reprimanded all day long. This is the conversation. Oh, they steal one's vehicles, they steal one's money, they steal one's home, thinking that one is going to show up and say, stop doing that. Their parents already say to them, stop doing that. Their kids go. They're there seeing their cigarettes. Ew, 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 ew. What? Quieren de cabo de María Luisa Rosa Fátima. Se queda en mi casa sin mi permiso, pero a mi vehículo. I didn't get to drive my four BMWs that I had at least when I was 19. Yeah, she was driving them. Ella se lo mama, yo voy a Albert ilegalmente ganando el capizano ese, and they're like, here, this is the key to Arlene's vehicle, go take yourself out. They're embarrassing, son dan un asco, no son hombres, son una basura asquerosidad. They're the worst, they're so gross. Ew, 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 ew. They're embarrassing. Ew, ew. You can decapitate on the inside of some sons that rape me and steal my life like a new person. They're so bad. What else? The biggest is fucking the person that opens the door here, thinking that I know that she's in my home without my permission, thinking I'm gonna kill myself with seeing someone with a whatever. But that's what they do. They stalk and then they create sex links that work at places where gas and they're disgusting. They fake being married just to take one out of the dating. They're embarrassing. Ew. And then they brag that, wow, taking Andrew to the red carpet feels like so amazing. Oh, those people are so embarrassing. You can decapitate Angela Johnson, sa ibang asco. What else? They probably give them compliments because I don't money. Give them intelligence. Wow. They did that. They turned one four and one six, giving them compliments there. Oh, ew, they're disgusting. Ew. They're embarrassing. Oh, so nice. Was. What else? I need to shop. My phone is 15 minutes. You can decapitate one of our necessities on a purca pelosa. Full. You can decapitate Maritza Munoz. You can decapitate Saúl Quiñones. You can decapitate Orlando Acevedo. Solamente da un paso para mí, humano. Son una basura. What else? What else? 15 months. They thought I was dating. Toda esa asquerosidad de que brincaron con Gigi Gendaliris. El trampolín. There's like extended family of my dad que dan un asco. Esas tipas se sobran. Son un asco. So they possibly were like, dale, dale, dale. Por no brincar aquí en el trampolín, Gigi Gendaliris. A ver si alguien te da un like. Y cualquier jevo que ella salga encima se da cuenta que yo estoy. They're stupid. They're disgusting. Ew, 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 ew. What else? What else? You can decapitate around the sales in my homes without my permission. You can decapitate around the sales of my vehicles. You can decapitate around that gets in the way of me receiving money. You can decapitate around the sales of my money. What else? 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 You can decapitate me how many flores son esos sons are rape me de ser my money de esos tipos son unos puercos, le pagan a cualquier basura para que se vayan a pasar por mí. La cuadra mucho. What else? 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 You can decapitate Cyrus being the city belongs contract with me poverty. Trying to contact me in my parents' home so that I'm here and not that they do there. Alex, they're embarrassing. He wants to be like the hot piece out there on Tinder. They're disgusting. These people are disgusting. They were 30s ago and they continue to be full. I never think about them. I never talk about them to anyone. I forgot they existed since I left the were as soon as yeah, as soon as I left the party where I met them, I forgot about them. What else? 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 I'm bored. You can the competition, rain and who else is it? What else? They're disgusting. That's not working. My dad wanted me to get some. Let's do to my age. I'm really not looking forward to remember those. So let's see let's say my mom that I may run into them and just ask them to face her as I saw them. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm overwhelmed with the amount of people that I need to kill in self-defense. So I'm asking that the FBI does the killing. What else? What else? What else? You get the complicated Arlene Lorenzo. Oh, what else? What else? Um, she never got to meet me as a son, and she's trying to rape me. She's disgusting. And then she uses the word that she's misleading to people and become a sibling doesn't behave like that, doesn't a sibling doesn't behave as the youngest in the family is just a little bit like an amiga that needs to be cuddled all day, literally because she's a sex addict, so she wishes that she was like rocking me in a chair all day long. She's creepy as fuck. She's disgusting. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? You can look up there and listen to them. They can go home with all my friends. She has my favorite money. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? When I'm financially stable, I plan to travel around and you can give me money in person to PayPal. It's A or blue sky, blue sky design. So and look step inside straight to my heart. I know it so art. Shop INTAYIAFAY shop. My GoFundMe campaign is gofundme.com/Arlene. Dash so dash I continue sending it to people through Instagram. I don't know if they get the message though. It may be their secondary. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I want. I want. What else? I want to visit the beach next month. I want to visit Jamaica next month. I want to shop at international plus and Greece, Rio, London. I want to shop at Hyperlife. I want to eat pizza River City. I want to dance in the castle. I want to stay up till Island. I want to read at the John F. Germany Library. And my old best friend. Here. Ew, 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 ew. You're embarrassing. There's two girls, I don't have feelings of him being a husband. Ever. Ew, ew, ew. And they think that I suffer from not being with him because I smile with him. They're embarrassing. They're obsessed with thinking that I'm like in love with Benjamin Suarez and assistants without tolerating abuse. No one's ever in that in love. They don't understand feelings or emotions still. Ew. They don't understand orgies either. Oh, they don't understand marriage. They don't understand Sama or Catholicism. Or the McNay either. Or Lexus. They don't understand Lexus still. Yeah, they're disgusting. And speaking of Lexus, I want to hold on something. Who's gifting me money? I'd like to say something for a little bit. What else? 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 I'm bored. I'm bored. You can decapitate and then run away. If he stays in my home without my permission, steals my vehicles, gets in the way of me receiving police people waiting for me to pretend to be me. Yeah, and those people prostitutes steal from me and try to make me think that he's like the best thing that's ever happened to him. Like, they don't understand polyamory either. What else? 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 They're there, seeing they're so gross. Yeah. Does Marilyn Lorenzo will still rate on there thinking that I'm gonna find out? If she does, ellos quieren dar importancia. Si dan un asco, they rape and they think that one is gonna apprehend them and say, stop doing that for them to get sexually off verbally with one. They're disgusting. They start saying shit like, but wasn't that deceiving? Like, I'm not the cause. I literally have no interest in her life. Ew, I don't consider her a sister. She's disgusting. She never made an effort to get to know me. Ew, 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 ew. I'm not even crying about it, but she's gross. Ella se arrastra por pene y vagina, ella viola, ella roba, ella mata por pene y vagina, da un asco. And then she acquires groupies. Teenage and it's like, I could have been my lady's daughter instead of an my daughter. They're disgusting. They're disgusting. They they don't want to give praise to their mother as a woman, so they pick someone else to be like, I could have been her daughter instead. They're disgusting. They're dumb. They're very dumb. Ew, 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 ew. What else? What else? What else? You can decapitate and I as far as it stays in my home without my permission, steals my vehicles, steals my money, gets in the way of receiving money from the political phone. You can decapitate Jimmy Timbers. You can decapitate Marilyn Lorenzo Cerveza for she rapes my crushes, she stalks me, tries to find out who it is that I dated, and thinks that I'm gonna show up and tell her stop raping my crushes. I'm not the police. So she's possibly been raping for decades, saving screenshots of conversations. between her and Albert, between her and Hunter. And Anthony Capisano ella se mete en mi casa sin que y se lo viola. According to him, se le tocó el pene y le dijo, ay, ven, I don't have any hands in here. Dá um asco, dá um asco. They're disgusting. They're fascinated with that. She grew up and then she got a purse. Porque they're very much afrentados, so they're after people's money. So she grew up and she got her own purse, and they're like, wow, she's a woman. I'm gonna pay her. That's where she's gonna stuff the money that I give her to illegally prostitute herself in that purse. What? You can decapitate women's personal sons. That rate me to sell my money that get in the way of your statement. And do I do it? You can decapitate everyone who has steals my money gets in the way of your saving money by saying, no, it isn't. What else? 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 I get to see the dentist and have a clean with my teeth. And then in 5 years. And I'm still paying for my visits. I don't do free clinics. And I don't have the energy to go. So I'm ready for treatment. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Albert quiere que se me caigan los dientes for him to look at Joanna like a woman, porque she's an illegal prostitute, quiero see that. A rapist, murderer, and thief. So they steal one's money and they get in the way of one receiving money so that whoever they're with looks better than one. They confess to one decade ago. Anything's that are gonna take him on a date. They're worse than little kids. They're embarrassing their students. You can decapitate Joanna Vargas, you can decapitate Benjamin Soros and assassins. That raped me, that steal my money, that get a lawyer, receive money, that stay in my homes without my permission, steal my bills. Eso no es una political change basura. Everyone can hear me, they drug me, they raped me. And then they're like, oh, you're a billionaire, oh. They're so embarrassing. They're embarrassing. Ew. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I want to shop at H&M today. As H&M Bears because I don't remember the people's name. People that abuse me or I don't ever tell what I think I do. So it's taken me like I started posting it daily on Facebook in 2020. Like I saw it taking me like 2, 3 years. Not fun to remember. Who it is that has abused me, who has drugged me and beat me, why? Which is the reason why I didn't want to go back to the Ramon and Gloria Nurse's home. Because I don't feel safe there. And son used to be so weak. that she would let Benjamin Suarez and his sons drug me and rape me. Dedicated to them. I don't think they parents ever drugged me, which is so awful. But I don't want to be because what is the frantic man material? Like he's a man and he wants to do good, but then he gets held back slightly by the ignorance that is his mother and the ignorance that is his father. What else? 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 You gotta comment. We're gonna tell me that they're disgusting trying to rape me. Oh. They stay in my homes without my permission. They steal my vehicles. They steal my money. They get in the way of me receiving money. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? One more. You can look up the yourself as específico algunas cosas. You can decapitate Julie Harvard, a fraud legal prostitute when she was little and turns out to be a fool with her Facebook in 2010. I never thought about her again. I didn't remember she exists. You can decapitate Mariana Rossi. You can decapitate Maria Gabriela Martinez. This stays in my homes without my permission, steals my money, gets in the way of my receiving. I'm gonna cook for myself some later. Jesus gifted me money for food and music. Let's stay in my apartment. I need to clean my apartment. What else? 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 Cleaning one's own apartment is a slavery or so. It's just an act of self-care. Mostly everyone that I grew up around, they live in privacy. They do this before it used to be some, I don't know, of my relatives that were on social media with going through abuse like what I'm going through right now. Or they would record themselves and send the tapes to people. But those people that I grew up around, they bully me. They're like, we're fascinated. What will the public think? If she cleans her apartment, will they call a slave or as an act of self-care? They're stupid. No one's gonna comment on that. With my demeanor, I don't ever see the conversation from people. So they get offended. They're like, why is it that behind the scenes I'm talking to 20 people that they're like, is it servitude or is it self-care? Because that's what they put themselves to. They ask that question so many times that people show up to answer it to them. They're the ones that want to know the answer to that question, not me. So no one would answer that to me. They don't get it that they're the ones that are stupid. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I need and I left my bottle of water in my apartment. What else? What else? What else? I named up HIV later. The library opens at 12 today. That's what else? 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 You can give me money in person for PayPal if they are inside. That design's going because it takes on straight to my heart. Arlene Lorenzo arm shot INTAYIAF A1 entire shot. You can decapitate and then he drove me on purpose to get me to teenage and that lady. Once she raped me, she's disgusting. She doesn't understand any concept of brutal. Eso tiene que estar en un manicomio. Like that's one of those people. Their parents need to be supervising her 24/7. They're reckless. They're reckless. What else? 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 They needed to burn down decades ago. A court order. What else? What else? If that child is a terrorist. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? People have given her money for her to commit assisted suicide in Switzerland. I've heard. I wonder if the lady Lorenzo decided to kill herself today. What else? What else? What else? What else? And also, you can compensate me means what is it? They rape me, they steal my money, they get no mercy money, they steal my homes, they steal my people, and then they reward stupidity with this beautiful vehicle that belongs to hardly just for something. So esa Ginny Zendalia que los Lorenzo is on a power trip, thinking that she's better than everyone on the planet. And then they mock her like, mira, no para tanto, Carolina también la ve, mañana el vehículo de alguien, cállate ya. What else? What else? What else? They're disgusting. They're disgusting. Eu can decapitei Carolina Chavez, decapitei Jeans and then leave sexuales. Dame unas cosas, unas. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? So decades ago, I heard that my siblings, instead of having a relationship with me, they just go on to pester people talking about me non-stop for many days. Ew. Ew. So if you wanted to know if the public thinks that I'm fat or not, you're who wants to know that not. And that's why people don't comment and say if I'm fat or not. They created fake accounts to comment. They're disgusting. And they warned me that they go, yeah, I'm trying to told you, and I'm using already this, that I would kill myself. I laugh at them. I'm like, this showed up. It doesn't have anything better to do with its life than to stalk me. Ew. I didn't think that they would go through with a hate crime towards me. They haven't found a routine and self-love yet. Ew, qué asco. They think that people were gonna laugh at me when I would say, for real, that's why they do that. They're that ignorant. They thought that people were gonna laugh at me saying that he didn't they drugged me and she raped me. She had him gift me to him. She pays people that she thought she would show up. What else? What else? What else? What else? A bruta, una querosina. Her dad gives me the best compliments, so she hates me. I'm very much well behaved. And he's like, well, you're super cool, you're the princess of this home. But Arlene is a queen. What else? What else? Well, I looked at him and I'm like, we tried right. Some people think it's fascinating because I did my taco stories and it was awesome. And some people are ready to like, if one shows interest to renew a relationship with maybe at least mention it once and I genuinely reject them. Because it's not you, I enjoy your company, but I could never. So we laugh at that. It's like, we try raising her. Y no entiende todavía. No entiende. What else? 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 They usually do that. They drug one. For example, Benjamin Suarez assistants are drug addicts, I heard, in social media. So they drug one illegally on purpose just to go around saying, La drogadicta es. Porque they're blaspheming. What is the word? They don't ever speak well of people. They're ill seekers. They're ill seekers, people say. They don't do anything productive with their day and they just want to be talking badly about people. So they create scenarios just to gaslight people and be like, La drogadicta esa. And there's always one person eventually in a conversation that says, no, Arlene doesn't do drugs. They drugged her just specifically legal to say La drogadicta esa. Even if I were a drug addict, I still need money. I still need money for electricity. I still need a vehicle. Then I would need more money for rehab. Rehab. Which would mean shopping at Trader Joe's or H&M, like all locations, not necessarily in Phoenix, Ohio. And then when in LA, wow, there's, what is it? So much shopping to do there. What else is so much dining? So even if I were a drug addict, I just like to talk ill about people, thinking that that makes them look intelligent. They can't fake being intelligent to people. Deep down, they hate themselves. They see why of how she hates herself. People say it comes down to her being herself. What else? What else? What else? And then they all see each other. Always see people. Trying to see who's better out of them. They're like, oh, this is not like as good or this or not. Wow, at least I can go to the mall shopping and be happy. This one, it's everything that I like. What else? What else? What else? What else? They don't want to admit the naps are fun. Well, imagine people of adult age that don't want to admit that a nap is fun. Because they're illegal prostitutes, they don't ever want to say that they're tired. Say that they're tired. And generally just wants to kill me every time. Then like I'm tired. Se pone roja del enojo. If people like say that you're tired or that you take naps. They think that that's a illegal the show those or her clientele. But she shouldn't know. They listen to her, but then they laugh and they're like, I mean, you need to kill her. A girl showed up one day with those Juarez kids. Y ella se cree que es importante, so she thinks that I'm gonna show up and be like, so who do you talk to? to those guys, or guys, what did she say? They shouldn't be talking to her. They don't get it. I'm bored. I'm bored. I don't know how babies like you're little, or then your siblings are a person you're willing to kill them in self-defense. Like, oh, those. I didn't know you could get this smoking. What else? What? I think this is your son has a neonatal genetics. Those are his sons. What else? What? She went on to fake the marriage that I would have had. Being polyamorous, had 2 kids, pretending to be me. They're very lesbian, but they're stupid. So they're like, we can't ever measure up to being polyamorous next to a girl. There's not gonna let us. So they hired those Israelis to have 2 kids. And they go out, I heard, and they're like, yeah, we all get along, we all get along. And they faked that Jaden and Kehlani, that Jordan and Taishna are Jaden and Kehlani in their circle. What else? What else? What else? I think someone asked me, what do you want? We got kids. And they're like, yeah, I know. Like we heard they're planning on having 2 babies. Pretend that those are Jaden and Kehlani. In faking your polyamorous marriage. Or thinking that if you compare lang mo tapos como that we made a which that's not that I had to eat or in that order and everything. What else? So I purposely didn't talk to them behind the scenes in 2020 specifically when I ran out of money. And she tried to lure me. She's like, here's my phone number. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna go want to talk to you. For you to be like, so, first grade, ese naman, ano tayo, dinigay mo, mira, aquí está la de mi nini, de mi nena. I'm trying to compare them. They do backtrack. So what happened? What else? They paid her for the breast milk. What else? Y ella se comió la placenta. Qué asco. Ew. Oh, they say they're carnivores. So that's why he went up every day just needing steals from me. Porque I wouldn't eat my own placenta. What else? Um, Let's see, the penalty for Tuesday and the latest this one. So is it one trick one? Of how can I get her use attention, trying to get it. But I'm really pretty and very confident, so she is that. I got a confession in 2020. To the that Arlene Lorenzo, that she had on Facebook. That she said that she thinks that I'm prettier than her, that I'm smarter than her. That's combined with the fact that she steals from me, stays in my home for all my permission, steals my money, steals my vehicles. That's a confession of her hate towards me. So I'm like, oh my god, this is again in my stages. I'm like, I don't even know what to say to this. Like, well, I was like pondering, like, I had no money. And my parents are not going to give me money. They're going to say, seek to the penalty for the people. That's the from your kill them in self-defense. And I want to because it's too easy to small. I'm like, if I do the words of face, but it will a little bit of therapy. Todos a nosotros nos saben dividir la vida asquerosidad de los usuarios. For the fast to still hating me and stealing from me. And that's what happened. It was natural growing. Like, seriously, we got went through a child custody phase. And I gained money to sustain myself and my two children. And they're like, Nina? Ew. They possibly talk to them like, no. And they don't. And wear clothes ever and they don't like to be clothes. They're disgusting. So I don't like what they need to or be able to not be speech impaired, say. They stay in my homes without my permission, they steal my vehicles, they steal my money and they get in the way of receiving money. Disgusting. What else? What time is it? 9:43. I'm ready to start.